Hello everyone, welcome to another LEGO video. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Ninjago 2021 X1 Ninja Charger. This set comes with 5 minifigures, 1 build, maybe 1.5 depending on how you look at it. Costs around £50 I think in the UK. And I will be taking a look at that now. So let's start by taking a look at the figures. So these are the figures of the set. Comes with Legacy 2 Kai, Legacy 2J, a golden coal, and 2 Nindroids. We'll start by taking a look at Kai. So here's the Kai from the set. It's the same as all the other sets that I've covered. He comes with this golden sword, and then a second one, dual wielding. As you can see, if it decides to focus, he's got some nice torso printing and leg printing. That's what it looks like from the back. And then if we remove his hair, you can see it's just the regular Ninjago movie face, and then if we turn the half mask around, again you can see that it's just the regular Ninjago face that we've had since 2017. So here's Jay. This is again a figure that I've covered in a previous set, so I'm not going to spend too much time on him. He comes with this nunchuck with the golden chain instead of the silver one from the other set. And if we remove that, you can see that he's got some pretty decent torso printing, a lot of creases which I like. Just like Kai, that's his master. I forgot to mention that in the other part. And then there's what it looks like from the back, removing his hairpiece, and then turning the half mask around, if it decides to focus. There you go. So next we'll take a look at the Nindroids. So this here is Nindroid. I covered him in another set, although it was slightly different for the weapon choice, and also the head printing, which I'll show you in just a second. I love this torso printing. I think it's got some nice silver detailing and like mechanical design. No movable legs, which is a bit of a shame, however it is accurate to this show. In the size, I mean, not in the fact that it can't move its legs. If you remove the mask, you can see that it's got that face, and then this secondary face, which if you put the mask on top, it just looks like he's got a pure silver head, which I don't think any of the Nindroids had in the show, so that's kind of disappointing, although it's good for custom creators, and especially if you want to make custom figures, because although I don't remember there being any in the show, it is nice to have the option to be able to change it, so I enjoy the fact that it's included. Next we'll take a look at the Cole figure for the set, and then after that I'll cover the second Nindroid, as that's kind of got a side build attached. So here's Cole. He comes with this stand. Again, nothing too special, although I think this one's got a slightly different build to the others. Same design, still just a place where you can stand the figure with the 2 studs there. Different colours for the 2 studs, just like all the others, and then that's a printed piece. Very nicely done. Here's the figure itself. I really enjoy the look of this, especially with the helmet, with the gunmetal grey, I think, parts there. I think it's supposed to be black, but I think it looks better how it is. I like the torso printing, and then the leg printing is the same as everything else. It's got the Shintaro armor from season 13, and then if you remove this hammer, it's a similar build to that one, just hold it like that, and then that can be attached to the clip. I'll remove all the extra armor pieces, and then we'll take a close look at the figure. So there's a better look at the figure, if I can just get it to focus. As you can see, he's got the Ninjago movie face. There's a better look at his torso printing as well. And then from the back, same face, and a really good looking back torso print. I like what they did with his symbol, I think it's meant to be. Overall, very good figure. Now let's take a look at the first side build / last figure. Okay, so here's the last figure for the set. It's just a regular Nindroid. As you can see, he's got movable legs, unlike the Nindroid. Good torso printing, which is slightly covered up by this piece here, which if we remove now, as a look at the back, just got these 4 studs which you can attach to. I'm not going to remove the extra pieces because they're exactly the same as Nindroid. So yeah, this is the side build. This is what gets attached to them 4 studs by them pieces there. It looks good, although it looks even better from the back, which is where you'd mostly see it. These parts can be angled. From what I can remember, I think that's a sticker, which is a shame, however, it's nothing too bad. And then if you see, you can angle these out and up and down, and it's got some decent movement, which is accurate to the show. You can make it look like it's dive bombing. If you attach it to the figure, you can like make it look like it's dive bombing or flying or doing the YMCA, whatever the hell you want. So yeah, this is quite good. No matter how you have the figure posed, you can always angle these out and support it, so I don't think the weight's an issue. Because you can always have the blades touching the floor, so again, quite good. My only complaint is taking it off. You either have to remove the armor or like have to awkwardly pull it off from there. This time it stayed together, but I found like sometimes this wing will like get left behind or something. So I don't know what I would have done to improve that, however, that's just something that I've noticed. Anyway, let's take a look at the main build of the set. Okay, so this is the main build of the set. This is the X1 Ninja Charger. It has a nice design, some stickers scattered throughout, and it's quite a large vehicle, especially compared to something like Kai. Although I don't mind the size too much, as it's kind of accurate to the show, because that was quite a large vehicle. So, taking a closer look, you might have seen a little hint at the play feature, but I'll get to that later. There's a look at the directly front-on view. I think that's good. That bit's indented there, as you can see now. I find that to be quite an interesting design, where it's got all these little holes and stuff. They look quite nice and add some texture, which is very good. If we take a look from a more top-down view, you can see there's stickers there, and there, as well as on here. So quite a lot of stickers already. However, I do think they add quite a lot of detailing, so I don't mind them too much. Speaking of detailing, from the side you can see that it's got some more textures there for the engine block, as well as a sticker here, which is mirrored on the other side. It's got some spinning wheels there, and then I found these parts to be quite nice. I just think they add a bit of smoothness going into the wheels. And then from the side you can see that it's got some more curves and stuff. As you can see, it like follows the straight line there, and then if you look there, it's got like this bit that curves out from here. So overall, very curvy build. Looks very good. Things like here where it's like got 2 curves. Stop holding it upside down. So it's like 2 parts that go into each other and then lead to the main thing. This is the main like seating area. I don't think that looks too good from the top. I don't mind any of the yellow because, you know, like it's kind of fitting into the colour scheme. However, I just think it's a little bit empty and you can see all of the holes and stuff through the middle, which is a bit of a shame. However, nothing too major. Taking another look at the back, it's got these 2 spring-loaded shooters. Again, I don't really mind the colour for it. It's the only grey in the set that I noticed. However, I think it looks kind of good. And this is the back sail thing. Not quite sail, but you know what I mean. And then these spring-loaded shooters, you just push and they fire off. Taking a look at the back though, I don't know what they were doing. To be honest, they kind of just gave up, I think, when it came to this part, like started to run out of budget or something, because it's just so simple and honestly doesn't look too good from the side or back either. Like this bit is all good, but when you look at it from here, that bit just kind of looks kind of blocky. I would have preferred it if it like curved up into this part here or something, or maybe like they did with the other one where it like had this big exhaust thing on the back. I know the other one had it as a play feature, however I think that would have just been a bit nicer. And one thing that I forgot to mention is you can angle this up, not very much, as the tails of the spring-loaded shooters get in the way, however it's enough to make a difference. Now for the main play feature of the set, I will just rest this down here. First, this is what I'm going to be pressing. So when you press that, this part starts to come up, and then a bike shoots out, which I think is amazing. I really like how this is redone. And then you can just roll it back in. We will take a look at the bike in just a moment. So this is the bike of the set. Not too good, to be honest. Like nothing too special. If you see it, it's got this seat, 4 studs there, which you just set Kai on. The sticker there, and a sticker there. I think they're the only 2 for the set. For the build, I mean. It's randomly got these 2 brown sticks in there. I'm not sure why that is. I don't think they do anything. So they're kind of odd. I would have preferred it if they were maybe in a different colour. Maybe either black or red. Maybe even yellow. I'll keep that detailing because that just kind of sticks out. Just this random bit of yellow. Speaking of sticking out, this part here is just not necessary. I know it's necessary for the play feature, however, it doesn't look good at all. I suppose you can take it off, it's not too difficult to remove. And then that does look a lot better, however, just as it comes, it's kind of bad. Although taking that off now, this is the first time I've done it, it does look better and it does look good. Overall, it's a good addition to the set, and it's a good idea, just I don't like how these parts are sticking out so much. So anyway, let's now take a look at the last bit, the display, and then I'll give you my final thoughts and opinions. Okay, so here's my small display, just using the things from the set. I think it's kind of difficult to display by itself, because like you can't turn this into a base, you can't add a scene with it, it's just a vehicle that can hold 1 person for some reason, so you can't really have any fights going on. And especially because it's so smooth, there's no studs really to add it on, add any figures on. However, I don't mind that. I think it's good and adds a smooth detailing to the texture, and all the smoothness kind of links everything together and adds a nice flow. The jetpack dude, I'd probably set up a clear stand making him fly, and then Cole, as I've had the issue with all the other figures, it's kind of hard to display, so this will have to do just sitting on the side. Overall though, I think this is a pretty good set. Could it be improved? In quite a few ways, yes. Things like the seats of the bike, as well as the bike itself having that awkward thing extending out the back. Kai can't be sitting in the vehicle with his swords. If you want to do that, you can have him sat there, but if you do it with him there, holding his swords in any way that I've tried it, he just falls off, so that's kind of a shame. And there's nowhere to really put the swords, I found. I could be wrong and there could be a place, however I just haven't found it. Jay and Kai are a good set of figures, however I think it's kind of inaccurate to the show. Because if you remember the episode, it's just Kai in that episode, really. And then you got Pixel on the screen, and then that's kind of it for this scene. I think I would have preferred the person Kai was talking to at the start, where I was like at the petrol station or something, or an extra Nindroid, because I just think Jay is a good figure, however it's not very accurate to the scene or setting. As I said, Kai has nowhere to store his swords other than just loose on the table, so that's, again, nothing too serious. The jetpack for the Nindroid is good, it looks good, functions well, just can't take it off very easily without either removing the backpack or taking two separate parts off. I'm probably going to keep it on him, to be honest, because it looks good enough and can support him, so nothing too serious there. I like the articulation of this bit, however in the original one it could like spin round and stuff. So that's a downgrade, but nothing too major. As I said, I think it's good enough, and overall this is a good enough set. It covers the most important things. It looks good enough from the front, and then from the back it's bad. If you remember me saying about the flat pieces there. The jetpack, it's good enough, it looks great, however, and moves good enough. The ability to take it off isn't that good. The figures are good, but J is inaccurate, and I think the figure count is good, like 5 figures for £50, that's about right. But J being inaccurate is, again, as I said, kind of weird. However, nothing too serious. It's a fun set, not got too many complaints with it that aren't made up for in other things. I'd recommend it to anyone who's looking for the original one. As I said, doesn't take a lot of customization to make it a really good set. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.